Get ready for sports, news, and entertainment. All right here, your 7 minutes with Simmons starts right now.
So the beaches are apparently unsafe again. Welcome back, everybody. Episode number 27 here, 7 minutes with Simmons. I appreciate your presence. As always, I'm Christian, your host. Thank you guys for tuning in. Somehow, some way, these beaches are right back to being a problem. Stay out of the waters at 6 Niagara public beaches is the link I was once again given by my buddy Preston. This guy seems to work for me. He thinks he will. I don't know. But I love the consistency with him. He's always sending me these really great stories, which is cool. But if you are heading to the beach, you want to stay out of the water at Crystal, Queens Royal, Centennial Park, Elko, Sunset, and Reeves Bay, all as of June 20th, being today at 5 p.m. Now, the latest water quality report from the remaining beaches in Fort Erie, at Bernard, Casablanca Beach in Grimsby, so on and so forth down the list, are all totally fine. But this E. coli continues to be an issue. And according to public health guidelines from the Ontario Ministry of Health and Long-Term Care, water is considered unsafe for swimming when one sample contains 400 or more E. coli bacteria per 100 milliliters, or the geometric mean of 5 samples is 200 or more. So there's multiple ways that this can happen, but it seems to be a continuous issue here in Niagara Falls. There's E. coli in the waters. Stay away, man. It's dangerous. I mean, and not just the E. coli. A beach could be considered unsafe for swimming due to weather conditions, runoff, pollution, spills, smells. There's garbage, of course, sharp debris. Dead fish would be a big one unless you're a bear. Nobody wants dead fish. So there's lots of stuff currently happening in the beaches here in the Niagara region. Keep an eye on that if you are planning on going to the beaches. I hate to keep bringing this up, but it seems relevant given the fact that I am from Niagara Falls, and I know the majority of the listeners to this podcast are as well. So keep that in mind, and just be safe, guys. Be smart when you are going to the beaches. Be sure to just check, all right? Just check. And if you see nobody there, that also might be an indication hey, something's going on with these beaches. We should probably backtrack. Let's take a second. Let's think about it. And that's my little bit on the beaches for the day. Your news 6 hours ago, Johnathan Toews signing with the hometown Winnipeg Jets. That's former Chicago Blackhawks captain Johnathan Toews announcing from his camp a 1-year deal with the Winnipeg Jets. Contract includes a $2 million base salary with several bonuses contingent on games played as well. Toews hasn't appeared. Toews? My God, I act like I'm not a hockey fan. Toews hasn't appeared in an NHL contest since the 2022-23 season, and due to health issues, he's been rendered unfit to play. He went out to a foreign country, did some very extensive, I believe it's immunal training to get himself back to a place where he feels totally safe. Now, it was a 5-week detox now that I'm pulling it up in India as part of his recovery. Numerous teams have expressed interest in signing Toews at the March trade deadline. However, he revealed he intended to wait until the 2025-26 season to resume his career. And it looks like it's going to be in Winnipeg. How special is that? Toews in a statement said he's grateful to be making his return to the NHL with the Winnipeg Jets being his hometown team. That's just amazing. What a story for him. And what a role he's going to potentially fill with that team. Winnipeg looking to fill some depth down the middle, and they're going to get a guy, multiple Stanley Cup champions, a great presence as a leader in that locker room, somebody who's done it before. Of course, Winnipeg currently looking to get over the hump. And for Toews, of course, it's going to be massively special for him to come home, play in front of family and friends in Manitoba, and he feels that he can contribute to that Jets culture that's been on the rise over the last few seasons. And he says he's eager to join the group and help however he can. Now, who knows how helpful this guy can be? 37 years old, in the twilight of his career, hasn't played in 3 years. Now, he's one of the most accomplished players of his generation, winning 3 Stanley Cups, a captain of the Chicago Blackhawks, 2 Olympic gold medals, a World Cup of Hockey with Team Canada, and individually a Conn Smythe, a playoff MVP, a Selke Trophy as the league's top defensive forward. He's got a very, very strong resume, also registering 883 points in 1,067 career games, adding 119 points in 137 postseason contests. So very interesting stuff here. Well, I'm excited to see Toews return to the ice. Personally, I didn't even know that he went to India for all this detox training. That was definitely news to me. I'm excited to see his return to the ice. I think it's going to be great for the Jets and great for him personally to finally get back on an NHL stage. I think he has earned the right to finish his career on his terms, being as accomplished as he is. You know, if anybody deserves to finish their career on their terms, it's somebody like a Johnathan Toews, a 3-time Stanley Cup champion. And I'm really glad to see that he's finally making that transition back to the ice. And one more thing I do want to talk about, Sam Bennett says he's not leaving the Panthers at the Cup celebration. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. He says he's not effing leaving. A reference to the Wolf of Wall Street to declare his intentions. He got up on stage during that celebration and he made it known his intention was to stay in the great state of Florida. So bad news for Toronto Maple Leafs fans. That's going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Peace.